I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your rock, I'll be your love, be everything.
Oi, 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 oi. Welcome to the Too Much Dip exclusive footy pod with the Bruv's. I'm Dave. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I can't even tell you about it. Joining me to my right, it's Footy's own Will deFries.
Hello. Pleasure to be here, boys.
How you doing?
Footy season is upon us.
I don't know if it's the scarf or that theme song, but I just want to pour up a stout with the lads and just go to town right
Well, unfortunately, if you were in Qatar, you wouldn't be able to do that right now, Dillon. But
now. Yeah,
They
no
don't-
fun.
they
No
don't-
sex either, by the way.
Yeah, no fucking.
can you not have sex there?
I think you have to be married, and yeah, you got to be married to the person you're having sex
I guess
with.
they don't understand how it works.
And they have
'cause
to
it
be of the,
normally
you have to be
dries up.
of the opposite sex.
I think
too.
they should get a priest at all these like fan villages that just starts marrying people so they can just get it done. You go back to the United States, it's like it never happened.
They need to get the boss out there to marry people. He's the mayor of Fanville, isn't he? Hey, KJ's here. What's up, KJ? You were really wanting to do this footy pod.
I was going to be a little crushed if I wasn't involved and we got this pod off on Monday. So I'm honored to be here with Will. I was really hoping we would be able to land LadFootballBruv's, but will do.
LadFootballBruv's is always happy to be here.
He's here in spirit.
Ladford Bruvington.
Ladford F. Bruvington.
What's the F stand for?
Football.
Is that his given, like his birth name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No one
That's
knows what
sick.
nationality he is either. He might be American.
Hey, I have a question just to kick this thing off. If you're ready.
Aha!
So, like, if the first game starts at like what time in Qatar and what time here? Like, can I watch it? Do I have to wake up at like 2:30 in the morning?
No,
to
no.
watch
We'll
it?
be watching a lot of games between like 7 a.m. and about 1 p.m. here. I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Okay.
Like, it's not going to be crazy.
Okay.
It's not going to be crazy.
Okay.
So to start things off today, I've handed out blank maps to everybody, and I need everyone to point out on the map where Qatar is. So are you guys ready for our test, our pop quiz?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm just kidding. I don't even know where it is. I know generally, but I'm not very good with geography.
Are we all settled on that pronunciation?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. After you Googled it last week, I think we settled on that.
Okay, good.
Was that the Qatar discussion?
It was. Qatar won
Okay.
out. We think.
Okay. Yeah.
No one's too
I think-
confident.
Naturally, I'm more of a base Qatar guy, so I'm good with that.
All right.
Mhm.
There we go. Off to a hot
Slap it.
start.
Never mind.
Yeah. Weren't you calling yourself the Qatar hero?
Get it, Dave?
I
like
understand.
Guitar Hero, that
Yeah.
game that was really popular.
Yeah, I'm sure you were a big fan of it.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Where do we begin? I think the best way to start this pod would be to just type in Qatar on Twitter and see how it's going on there with the tweets. Oh, Shakira has reportedly stepped down from performing at the Qatar World Cup.
Oh, that's
That's
too
a
bad.
That's a big L.
I mean, as far as anthems go in previous World Cups, I think hers is hands down my favorite of all time. Are you guys familiar with this one?
No.
This one's for Africa.
Okay.
yeah,
That's
Yes.
a good Shakira, dog.
Hey, waka, waka, hey,
He's even
hey.
doing the hips thing. I don't know if y'all can see.
I think a lot of people are going to end up stepping down. Is Tattoo, are they confirmed performing, Dave?
No, that was a reference to a guy who played on the Dallas Sidekicks, an indoor soccer team in like 1990.
Did I
not-
see
not
Rod?
Tattoo,
Did I
the-
see Rod Stewart's performing as well?
Rod Stewart said he turned down $1 million. $1 million.
I heard they got Wes and
Doesn't
Dill on
seem
the
like
cheap.
a lot.
I mean, to go to Qatar and just play like Forever Young one time, I'd take $1 million.
Oh, you know he would end with Forever Young.
A milli?
I mean, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this World Cup. Famously, as you guys know, Qatar probably should have never even been awarded this World Cup.
This is bullshit.
Sepp Blatter was FIFA president at the time. He's even since admitted probably shouldn't have done this.
His name is Blatter?
Sepp, kind of a flex first name, S-E-P-P.
And then just the last name
Last
is a total
name's
train wreck.
Blatter.
Just a train wreck up a last name.
Kind of funny that the last letters of his first name are PP and then his last name is Blatter.
bladder with
Very
two
loud.
T's though, right?
See, Dave,
Yeah.
bladder
I can't
is
do
where
the
pee-pee is
brat.
kept.
No, it's
Brat.
not.
I can't really do it.
Oh, yeah, it's in the
Kept-
balls.
No, it's in the shaft.
It's in the
PP it's the midway point. It's kept right where the torso meets the what, KJ?
I didn't know that.
I'm thinking of like the one unfortunate soul who's like really eager to hear about, Isle of Wales and their chance
And we're
to
talking
escape
pee-pee.
Group B.
The
And
Welsh.
they're like, oh yeah.
What if
Here's
it,
where TT comes from.
what if it was stored in the shaft and it looked like when a boa constrictor eats like an alligator and it's
It
just
just swells
Just
up.
bows out.
It's weird, man.
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
It's a valid question, though.
But you were thinking it.
Yeah, it's a valid question.
KJ, any Group A predictions or?
See, the thing about Group A is not only is it where the home country or the host country is going to be
Mhm.
located,
Yes.
but you really got to watch out for the Senegalese, even though by odds and in all actuality, they're probably not going to do so well, but they keep it scrappy. I think they'll have some strong support.
Did they not make it out of the? Forgive me. What's the Africa Cup?
African Cup of Nations?
African Cup of Nations.
AFCON?
Was that not Senegal that made it through there?
That won it?
Yeah, I could be wrong.
I don't know who won the African Cup of Nations. It was whoever Sadio Mane plays for.
Yes, of course it was Senegal.
Yeah, there you go.
Senegal.
Yep.
Wow,
Actually,
somebody did
Senegal's
their
going to be an
research.
interesting case. Sadio Mane is a player who currently plays for Bayern Munich. He used to play for Liverpool. That's really where he made his name after getting bought from Southampton. And he has since gotten an injury in one of his final games for Munich leading up to the World Cup. And reports are that they called in witch doctors to heal him. Not even kidding. Witch doctors.
Wait, witch doctors?
So yeah, they called in witch doctors. There is a precedent for this, as witch doctors have been a very big thing in soccer as of late. There's a rumor flying around that Paul Pogba of France, who won last World Cup, that he called in some witch doctors to put a spell on Kylian Mbappe a couple seasons ago.
That's bullshit.
And if you watch the highlights, it does make you wonder if that spell actually worked.
Wow. It's been a long time since I've seen the Hanson brothers.
Mm-hmm. The ones from
I feel sorry for the people who thought they're gonna get like
Yeah.
real.
Will's over
Real
here
funny
fucking
talk.
kicking knowledge, dude. What are
I
you
know.
trying
talking about?
to. I'm trying to help out.
KJ and I are over here doing Senegal stuff that's legit. What do you do something legit? You don't even have a laptop. How are you gonna do this?
I
You
got,
can't
I got a phone. My phone has the internet. You dumb bitch.
How close is Senegal to Cinnabon?
He's just over there looking up Nick Adams tweets.
It's the other side of the food court.
Oh, they just cook seagulls.
Has Nick Adams tweeted about the World Cup? I feel like he wouldn't be in on football.
No, he's so alpha, he doesn't even realize it's happening.
Okay.
Alpha guys like that don't pay attention to soccer.
He's just all in on baseball.
It's just hockey and
yeah. Oh yeah.
football.
Hockey's probably sure.
Do you guys have any favorite teams?
probably the USA.
Well, Italy is famously,
Not in this World
yeah,
Cup?
So I had to pivot. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm a big fan of the German team.
Okay. We can
Why?
do that, Dave.
Why?
Just like what they're doing at striker, they move the ball. Plus, they've been there and they've won it before. So
Do you guys want some odds just on the overall winners?
I
Yeah,
do, yeah.
Real strong
USA is
medical
plus
device company.
13,000.
it's not great.
Now, 11% of the money is on them right now.
It's a good value play.
It's not.
I'll be straight up honest.
They stink, baby.
11% of people betting on this game are stupid or on this
Yeah.
tournament. They should not be betting on the United States to win.
Will they get out of their group?
You know, so the last, I think, 2 or 3 World Cups, FIFA, that year's version, has called the winner. I think the last 3 years running. This year, they have claimed that Argentina will beat Brazil in the final. Whether or not the bracket even shakes out like that, I'm not even sure. But they do have the USA going to the quarterfinals in the FIFA simulated World Cup.
Okay.
They are, let me see.
It's a simulation day.
It's a simulation, David.
Simulation.
They are plus 500 to
No
win the
way.
group. They have the same odds as Wales to make it out of the group.
That's got to be difficult for Wales to play soccer.
They don't even have feet. They don't even have feet.
The game's
Oh.
played on
I
land.
knew that was coming, man.
Uh-huh.
Knew that would happen.
It was
Favorites
always
in
gonna
Group B.
happen. Can you guys name any Welsh people? Just in general.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Is she Welsh?
Prince Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Is he Welsh?
No, he's a Prince of
All
Wales.
of the Ellis side of my family.
He's a king now.
Okay, there
actually.
you go. We know
Does
more
Christian
Welsh people than we...
Pulisic still have that
that
TikTok
true?
haircut?
He kind of does, yeah. He's really the big name. We do have the youngest team of the tournament, which is pretty cool. And while that might not bode well for us right now, that might bode well for us in 2026 when we have a tight nucleus of young lads looking to win on their home turf.
Yeah, tight nucleus of young lads.
But if, show me your tight nucleus, David.
Young, dumb, and ready to run. That's what we're saying about the U.S. team.
Are you warming that scarf yet?
Nah.
Okay.
I feel good. What, you mean my official U.S. men's national team paid member scarf?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Hey, is it going to be awkward when we run up against Iran?
I mean, I don't know.
Why?
Is it?
I don't know. I was hoping somebody could help me out with that.
That game's so far away.
Thanks for pronouncing it correctly this time, Dave.
I'm just glad that, once we do get a chance to play Iran, we'll have a chance to ask them whether or not like the U.S.'s odds to win the World Cup are higher than the number of potential protesters that were alleged to have been sentenced to death. But I don't know if that will come up during the World Cup because
I think it's been debunked.
Because it has definitely been debunked. I think it's like 50.
It's just only 50.
Only 50.
Slow down.
But definitely not
15,000.
15,000 like every other Instagram post a few days ago.
Yeah.
But anyways, I do think that it was Mbappe who made the comment, but somebody from the French national team made a very, I would say, accurate comment that there's a ton of pressure to protest or to make some sort of political statement as a player on these teams. I think they phrase it as too much pressure on these teams for this specific World Cup, which I think at some point we do have to not acknowledge, but cut the players a little bit of slack.
It's
point,
dicey because there's so much to lose if you're a player. You literally might just find yourself in jail for decades. So how much do you actually want to mess with here?
Hey,
I mean, there are Gary Lineker is an old player. He's now a pundit, and he was talking recently about how he knows of two gay players at this World Cup and he seems to believe that one of them or both of them might try to make a political statement at this World Cup. But a lot of people are just saying why would you risk that? Why would you do that? It's a noble cause. But the backlash that you could get from this on the legal side of things is probably not something you want to trifle with.
they're probably aware of the risk.
Probably a better venue to make a statement.
Is there? I feel like this would have the most pack the most punch.
Well, you're in Qatar.
Yeah, you need a helicopter.
Exactly.
You need a helicopter sent from your country to get you out of there the second you say it.
That's what makes a good protest when it's a brave thing to do. It's courageous.
I hear you. Yeah.
Will we have any self-immolation?
We're talking Rage Against the Machine album cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Buddhist
I don't think we'll have any of that, but I wouldn't even say the risks should scare people away as much as the perspective of allow the players to focus on their task at hand so that any message or protest that they choose to do after the fact might be more impactful. Now, granted, very few teams will succeed to a level to where that impact could be realized. But I think if I'm a player, there's, something to be said for great, we're going to go in, we'll have our solidarity within, as a team. And, we'll make our statement after we win.
I mean, Dave's looking at it right now. The Danish team has already kind of done somewhat of a protest when it comes to their jerseys.
Their kits.
Can you explain this, Dave?
It says their kits here. Denmark will wear shirts at the World Cup that criticize the human rights record of the host nation, with a black option unveiled to honor migrant workers who died during construction work for the final tournament. The color of mourning is the kit manufacturer Hummel said in a post on Instagram, releasing the black third choice design. While we support the Danish national team all the way, this shouldn't be confused with support for a tournament that has cost thousands of people their lives.
So yeah, all their jerseys are pretty much, if you look at them from afar, they just look like they're completely solid colors, from down to the actual crest from the country to the sponsor to everything. Kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
And Denmark's
also drippy.
They're drippy. They're drippy as hell.
Denmark's good, right? I think I saw someone pick them as a dark horse.
They could be a dark horse, but they're not gonna do
Ironically.
anything. I wouldn't worry about them if I'm the other teams. Do you gotta know who you should worry about?
I was gonna say they're in the group with France. Their second favorites, or second best odds to get out of Group D with France.
Yeah. So You guys want to talk favorites real quick?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
The top favorite in this World Cup is Brazil. An absolutely stacked attack on this team. They got everybody. They got Neymar. They have a guy named Richarlison who is plus 2,000 to win the Golden Boot this year. I don't see it happening. I don't know why his odds are that good.
Of course, the Golden Boot is awarded to the best player of the tournament.
It is, of course, awarded to the player who scores the most goals in the
Right.
tournament.
course.
Obviously, everyone knows that.
Right.
Everyone knows that, including Dillon.
Not to be confused with the Silver Boot, which is awarded to the Rangers or the Astros for winning the season series between the two.
Very cool.
A little
Yeah.
different.
Little different.
A lot of people over in Qatar were confused about that, but now that we've explained that,
Right.
it's all good.
All right, so Brazil top dog,
Top dog.
seeding wise or
Yes.
odds wise, I should say.
They're plus 350. Argentina's plus 550. The most money currently at the tournament is on Argentina. Argentina is stacked. I think the odds should be much closer between Argentina and Brazil. It's Messi's really last chance to win a World Cup where he will be playing most of the minutes on the field.
Okay.
Same goes for Cristiano Ronaldo, but he is not as relevant currently as Lionel Messi is.
Who's the GOAT, though?
It's a dark time for a Manchester United supporter to answer that question.
Freddie
given,
Adu.
given some of the comments.
Okay.
Yeah, it's either Freddie Adu or
Or
Landon
Ronaldo.
Donovan.
Clint Dempsey.
Oh, hell yeah. Home of pride of Nacogdoches.
Brett has
That's-
famously been to Lake Nacogdoches.
Really
He has, yeah.
interesting.
Pretty cool stuff.
Hey,
Pretty
that's
cool
cool
stuff.
fact. We want to bring him in to talk about it?
We've got France at plus 700. 11% of the money's on them. So they have the same amount of money on them as USA does. The only difference between these two teams is that France won the World Cup last time.
France is good.
France is much better.
Yeah.
Dillon, that's what we call a good value play.
Mm-hmm. England is plus 850 as the fourth team. Here's a little intel for you guys. Don't bet on England.
Why?
Because one, they're playing not very well going into this tournament,
They
much
got,
like the USA.
They
Blow it
got
in
Harry.
PKs.
They have Harry Kane. You're correct.
Harry Kane.
He is actually number one on in terms of odds for the Golden Boot winner, plus 700.
Just a freaking striker out there, Dave. Just putting it on the net.
He's a
Yeah.
freaking striker. Other teams that are in the mix: Spain plus 850, Germany plus 1,000, Netherlands plus 1,200, Portugal plus 1,600, Belgium plus 1,800, and then of course the USA is plus 13,000.
How much pitch time is Ronaldo getting for that Portugal team?
We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure he will get a lot. He says that this is not his final World Cup.
He's a little old, Dave.
He
He's
would like to
lost-
play
he's
in
lost a
USA.
step.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? When he's in the next World Cup, when it's in the USA, he might just be hopping on a bus from ATX, since he'll be a Verde boy, and he can just go right to NRG for the game against whoever it is.
KJ, who you rocking with?
I think we should all pick a
I've
non-USA
gotta
team.
What?
We should all pick a non-USA team and ride with them.
Yeah. I've got to show my privilege by just being completely disappointed in both the outcome that led to Wales being there and the circumstances surrounded that. If you recall, that they made it after Ukraine was unavailable initially to play. I don't know, on the account of being invaded, but they went on to go ahead and put Ukraine's dreams to rest.
Yeah, it was interesting
defeating
watching those
them.
matches when they were playing the Ukraine, because like I was kind of invested in the Scotland team, and like when they were the first people to play Ukraine
the other
after,
one.
and it was like, yeesh, how hard can we celebrate?
That and Iceland overperformed leading into the last World Cup, got them embarrassed while they were there. I was really hoping they'd stick around.
Hey, they
maybe
tied
I'm thinking
Argentina
Olympics
last
versus
World Cup. It was like the greatest victory in the history of the world. It was fun.
Yeah, and so I think that's a team with their skull chant that leads to fun entertainment. So without any of those teams present, Ukraine and Iceland, let me keep an eye out on the Netherlands. Are always fun to watch.
They got those beautiful jerseys.
They've got a great
Does
great crowd buy-in. They've got their own brand. It's consistent.
Does the host
Usually
country
hot crowd
just
shots.
get an automatic bid?
They get an automatic bid. They actually played last year in Austin, Texas, against the U.S. men's national team.
Are they sick with it?
They actually looked decent, but I also don't know how. It was one of those games where it's like, okay, is the U.S. actually putting a lineup out here? Qatar's chances are terrible. They're not the lowest chances in the World Cup, but they're not out of the
Sixth.
top, like bottom four. I don't think.
Yeah, 6th lowest, right in front of Australia, Tunisia, Iran, Costa Rica, and Saudi Arabia. Shouts to friends at DraftKings for these odds.
Yeah, all the odds that I'm currently doing are from DraftKings Sportsbook. As you guys know, I will be drinking so much Molson Coors beer that people are going to start calling me the DraftKing all World Cup.
Really?
So we'll
Wow.
see. But it's DRAUGHT.
Right.
Yeah. You guys want to talk Golden Boot real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to name some players, and I want Dillon to tell me if he's heard of these people before.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. We're going to start with, obviously, you know who Harry Kane is. You somehow knew his name before this.
The Cane Man, I call him.
Mbappe. What country does he play for?
France.
He's plus 800, second in the Golden Boot. I don't really like that bet that much.
He's sick.
He's going to be feeding Benzema, who's the current best player in the world per voting.
The last World Cup was kind of his coming out party, was it not?
Well, he was already pretty well known at that point, but it definitely helped
went off,
solidify
though. He
him as
snapped.
being. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
The casuals learned his name that day.
Yeah.
Like me.
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
Mhm.
like you, not me.
Messi.
Obviously, Argentina.
Messi's third in the race for the Golden Boot odds.
Left-footed little guy, Dave.
He's also number one in the betting odds if you are looking to bet on him for most assists during this World Cup, which I don't hate that at all. I
Okay.
think Argentina will be a problem in this World Cup. I'm scared of them. We got Neymar. We got Benzema. He's a Real Madrid striker who just currently won the Ballon d'Or.
No,
If
Neymar's
I am placing a
Brazilian.
bet on the Golden Boot winner for this, I'm going with Benzema.
Benzema.
Yes. I'm actually surprised that he is below some of the people he is below just based on his form, based on everything.
Who does that big goopy-looking guy from Man City, where is he from?
Erling Haaland,
That dude. That dude's
he
sick.
is Norwegian,
Okay.
so he will not be in this World
That's
Cup.
too bad.
Is he the ponytail guy that
Yeah.
has the face?
Dude,
that
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
dirty, Dave.
He,
he's nasty. He
because
parties
he's
too.
not in the World Cup, he's actually been offered a contract from a really shitty English team to play for them while everyone else is in the World Cup.
Oh, that's dope.
It's really funny that they actually extended an actual offer.
That's funny. For like a week? I mean, how long does World Cup last?
It'll be a month.
Month. Of course, that's what I meant.
It'll be a month, of course. Cristiano Ronaldo is plus 1,600. Richarlison, also for Brazil. As you know, Neymar is from Brazil, Dylan.
I did know that.
They're all there. Lautaro Martinez, he is a Argentinian striker who plays for Inter Milan. And then finally, your Belgian friends over here. No, you went with the Netherlands, right, KJ? I'm
Correct.
going with Belgium as my dark horse. And by dark horse, I mean like they're somewhat of a favorite. But they've got Lukaku.
Lukaku.
Mm.
Thanks for putting some distance between the explanation for that statement. Do we want to talk Golden Glove at all?
What?
Which I'm now realizing is the title of what I was interested in. Because I feel like as a casual viewer, both of soccer and by casual, that's probably a little bit of an exaggeration. Hockey as well. Every time playoffs or high stakes soccer or hockey comes around, it seems like the performance of the best goalkeeper or the best goalie usually leads to like just as an exciting watch as some of the best goal scorers. So with that said, you want to tell us anything about the Golden Glove favorites here?
It'll be interesting. I'll be honest with you. The favorite is Alisson, who is the Brazilian goalkeeper. He plays for Liverpool. He's an absolute stud. Tragically lost his father last year, then immediately scored a goal the game after he lost his father.
As a goalkeeper?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
They needed a goal to tie that game, and in the last minute of the game, he went up on a corner kick, and he somehow was the one who scored the goal. Pretty cool story.
That's sick.
Got to wonder if someone was looking down on him at that point.
That's cool.
He's the favorite. The other people, per this information, Thibaut Courtois. He is the Belgian goalkeeper. He currently plays for Real Madrid. Probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I don't hate that bet. Emiliano Martinez, Unai Simon, whatever, and Manuel Neuer. Neuer is a very good goalkeeper for your Germans, Dave.
Yep.
The Germans could be a problem.
Well, that's happened before.
Yeah, they've shown their problematic
Come
tendencies
on,
in the
Dave.
past.
What you doing, man?
I have a good football team.
Doing World War II commentary?
Or one.
Or one.
Or one. Don't
Sure.
forget about that other one.
Hey, I've got some breaking news. The Gin Blossoms have turned down an invite to play at the World Cup opening ceremonies.
That's too bad.
Yeah. No word on the
Adam
Goo Goo
Levine
Dolls.
still slated to perform live.
What's he got to lose?
Exactly.
Fucking do it.
What? Who?
Adam Levine.
Yeah, he might as well.
He's too horny to go to Qatar.
That's
That is a
true.
great
That's
point.
true.
He wouldn't last 5 minutes.
We'd be essentially sacrificing Adam Levine if we send him over there. Keep him back.
Yeah, that's a bad place for him.
Just put blinders on him.
If you
Tie
guys
his
want to
hands
roll
behind
some,
his
if you
back.
guys really want to roll some dice during this World Cup, put a little money on Pulisic to win the Golden Boot at plus 10,000 to 1.
That's a really good value play.
It's not. I mean, it's it's just not going to happen. Do you want to hear a bet that I do love? This is a random bet.
Yes.
Hat trick scored in the final. Okay, the odds here: yes is plus 2,500. No is minus 1,000. One hat trick has ever been scored
Yeah, that's
in the World Cup final. It was in 1966.
minus 1,000.
I simply don't see this happening. I simply don't see it happening.
I don't either, but to risk $1,000 to make 100, not great.
Takes money to make money.
What if
though.
I told you it was a guarantee? What if
It
this was-
probably,
What if this
it's-
was LFB guaranteed?
You want to put up $1,000, make a hundo?
Nah,
I don't either.
nah. I'm playing with hypothetical money right now. I'm guaranteeing bets with hypothetical money.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go in 250 a pop.
We could?
And then get $25 out of it.
Yeah. It's a
Dillon.
guaranteed profit.
Dylan, what are you doing if your money's not making money for you while it sits in your bank account?
That's fair, Dave.
That do be facts.
It do be.
This inflation is
as an
actually
uncle,
making your
you should
bank
know
account go
better.
down.
Oh man.
Talk to Sleepy Joe about it.
Quick question for you. As games kick off this Sunday, knowing our group plays, I don't love focusing on the like, oh, it's going to be the toughest group. Like, because that always leads to like, what are the lowest scoring, like most competitive games? And yeah, it might be exciting, but who cares? Where can I look for like the most exciting / potentially competitive matches? Because I'm glancing to like odds for goals being over under 4.5 and like tracking down what like the lowest odds are, i.e., I don't know. I'm seeing like Senegal, Netherlands over 4.5 is set at like plus 650.
Like,
So, but I assume that's Netherlands just pouring it on there.
yeah,
I
so
want
like
to know like one that might be competitive too.
Ecuador, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is some of the worst odds in the World Cup. Group A is not a sexy group. Senegal should be fun. Netherlands should make it through. Shouldn't really be that controversial. Like, that should be pretty straightforward. As far as Group B goes, that's the USA group. Like I said, USA and Wales pretty much have the exact same odds of getting out. This group, the issue with this group is that the teams in our group, none of us are really playing that well going into this. So it's kind of a crapshoot.
Okay.
England should be
Behind
the
England.
major player here, though. They should dominate everybody in this group. They should. Group C, this is one of those situations where I don't know anything about the Saudi Arabian team. And as far as Mexico goes, I think they just had a major player get out, but I don't know how much that affects things. Poland has Robert Lewandowski. You guys familiar with this guy? One of the best strikers in the world.
Oh, really?
The only reason that they're in the World Cup is probably because of him. So if you want to, I wouldn't sprinkle too much money on him because I can't guarantee that they're going to go very far. So it might hurt his golden boot chances. But if you are going to bet on a game and you're going to bet on someone scoring, it's betting on Poland and betting on Lewandowski is not the worst move.
Okay.
As far as Group D goes, we got France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia. France is the heavy favorite there. Denmark's probably got a nice little chance too. Group E could be fun. We got Spain, we got Germany, we got Japan. That could be a very fun group to watch.
Who?
Japan.
Japan.
Is that what you want? You got it.
That's what the people wanted.
I also think Group H, which should we just name this podcast that?
Group H.
Bang.
We are horny.
I do think Group H should be fun. Uruguay is a very fun team. Portugal, also a fun team. Ghana always seems to be entertaining in some respect in the World Cup. And as far as Korea Republic goes, we'll just have to wait and find out.
How many games this is not Group H, but how many games is the USA even going to win? Maybe one if we're lucky.
You could pencil in maybe, I mean, the best case scenario would be a win against, I mean, who knows? Best case scenario for us is we win them all. England's beatable. They're going to beat us, but they're beatable.
Okay. That'll be a fun one.
I'll be happy as long if USA can make it past the group stage. This is the expectation setting. If they can make it out of the group, everyone should be happy. If they can win one game in the knockouts, everyone should be very, very happy.
Okay.
When is there a chance that the USA plays England like while we're at work?
They will play the Friday after Thanksgiving at 1 p.m. Austin, Texas time.
Black Friday.
So if any of you feel like maybe getting some drafts with the Draft King himself, I will be available. I will be leaving the Baylor game early so I can go watch the USA game somewhere.
I'm so freaking in. Let's go get some pints, dog.
You said it.
Go to the Drunk Donkey or whatever it is, Maggie Pies, whatever it was.
Don't bring up Darcy's Donkey on this podcast.
Hey, don't tease me about it. I'm committed. I'm going.
Sign me up. I'm in.
All right.
Are we worried about the? I mean, outside of the actual soccer talk, are you guys worried about the Firefest potential of this?
So, have we confirmed the veracity of the videos that have been circulating today?
Well, I will say this. Last night, ahead of this preview, I went online and I tried to find a video of where the English players are staying for a few of their nights there. I think this video has been removed from the internet because when I first saw it, I thought to myself, they can't truly put the players in. Like, if I'm a player and I show up to this, I'm like, whoa.
Shipping containers?
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Tents.
terrible. Yeah. And it was just like, this doesn't make sense. Whether or not they've remedied this, I did a quick Google search last night and it shows that a lot of these players are staying in hotels now. I mean, all of them are. But at one point, the accommodations for the players weren't even that nice. And so I am not going to be shocked if these fan villages stink. The confirmed fan village that we talked about on Circling Back, that is just out of shipping containers, essentially, is 40 minutes away from the actual stadium. I don't even know if they've reached capacity, but it's like 200 to 250 a night.
How many stadiums are there?
I don't know. Probably like 8.
Are we expecting them
in the
to
world?
be filled with fans?
No.
I can't imagine, right? I don't know.
Maybe paid Qatari fans, which is what's happening now. Have you seen that? There's
Crisis actors.
There's some crisis actors that Qatar apparently paid citizens to put on the kits and colors of certain teams to make it look like.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
what a disaster.
It's not good. It's not
By
good.
a quick count, I'm seeing 6 or 7 different stadiums in use for this event. Many of which, I mean, looking at Google Maps, like there's one that's right next to a Starbucks and I believe a KFC. So like it ain't that rough. I will say this though, that like there aren't many countries around the world. It's probably a stupid statement, but think of the amount of effort that goes into preparation for this event. We see this all the time with the Olympics, but like the amount of stadiums and everything else that has to be put, infrastructure that has to be developed for this to go off well. And doing that over the last 2.5 years with some of the issues that every country around the world has faced, like even if this was the U.S.'s opportunity to host, we probably still would have some like infrastructure snafus. Not embarrassing, not as many like recently dead slaves involved, but like,
okay,
you know,
I think our dead slave count would be lower than Qatar's for sure.
Like, maybe if we only go back a certain amount of time, but like, it would just be in the time since it was awarded to us for the World Cup, not like the history.
Guys, I got some more bad news. Hillary Duff has turned down an invitation to play the opening ceremony of the World Cup. KJ,
we are busy that weekend. Yeah.
Do we know who they're going to replace her with, or is the rest still unwritten?
Rumor is Ashley Simpson.
Okay.
She's got some vocal talent.
Okay.
Some.
Famously spelled Ashlee.
Right.
Kind of hot.
Last name common spelling.
Kind of hot.
All right.
Well, if you guys go follow an account on Twitter called Footy Scran, do you know what Scran is?
No.
Just food. You get at footy matches.
Okay.
They put out a photo of a salad today that is €9, 9 pounds maybe.
9.
Doesn't look like a 9-pound salad.
No,
a little bit lighter than that.
This is the real sad salad.
Yeah, this is one of the sadder salads you'll see. So I think we're gonna get. Here's what we need to watch out for. I think there are going to be fake Firefest-esque posts out there that we need to have our head on a swivel for. But I also think there is going to be a lot of stuff that comes out throughout this World Cup that is further proof that maybe they won't award a World Cup to a country like Qatar for a while. But who knows? FIFA's really corrupt.
Probably for good reason. Yeah.
And you know what?
We need Periscope to be available for this. Like, this is when you need a heat map to like see some live random stray footage.
Oh, that's a good
call.
I'm
going to get on Snap Maps for sure. I might download Snapchat for this World Cup. Add me. I don't even know my Snapchat username.
And in closing, I'm going to say to protest this World Cup, we will not be releasing this episode.
Wow. Love that.
Really?
Yep. No free pub for this World Cup.
So, thank you guys. KJ,
You
as
can say whatever
always.
you want then, right?
It's the adult tour.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Dave, who's your winner?
Germany.
KJ, who's your winner?
Dillon's Cholo fit.
Spain.
Spain. Look at you.
This is a dope ass fit, dog.
No, it's just because up top it looked like you were wearing like a button Dickies work shirt.
Want these hands,
Top
KJ?
buttoned.
I'll take those hands. I'm going with Belgium. Give me Belgium.
I'll stick with Netherlands. I'll root for them. I'll pick them. Give me England to F it up and not make it out of the group stage by upset.
I think what is going to transpire is that my worst case scenario transpires, and Cristiano Ronaldo shits on Manchester United before the World Cup, so I hate him now. And then Lionel Messi goes in, wins the World Cup, and everyone lets him ride off into the sunset as the greatest player of all time. And yeah, that's going to happen.
That'll be big for Randy.
That's
he
my
needs
prediction.
to lean into that look-alike.
You do kind of look like Messi.
What?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I can see it.
Or the
That'd be
skateboard
good
guy
for his
from
brand.
Clueless.
Mm-hmm. Breckenmeyer.
Yeah.
He's Scott Kahn.
There's
who he
Scott
is.
Kahn.
He's Breckenmeyer.
Nah.
Thanks, Lad and Football Bruvington.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're the realest, man.
Run that theme song back. It's hot, baby.
Let me know.
Calm down, Greg. It's soccer.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll